along with Ryan Barnett and Cole Hartke. In the middle will be James Eady and Ethan Watson. The center, Andre Polomaz, and the libero is Jacob Riley. Waves moving left to right as we begin with the opening serve. And the Waves, the quick return, and kept in play by Vanguard, but they finally cannot handle it. It goes out of bounds, and the Waves get a point. Waves coached by Jonathan Winder, assisted by associate head coach Matt Pollock, and Luke Reynolds, assistant is Will Kraft. For Vanguard, a very competitive team and a very tough early schedule. They had a UCLA twice and USC coming up short on all three matches. They also played UC Pepperdine and played them very well as on the attack, but the Waves able to block up front. Coming up big for the Waves with James Eady and Jose Gomez. For Vanguard, they will start on the outside, Cole Oliver, Logan Freeman, and Grant Veldman. In the middle, Braddock Duckworth and Micah Sebesma, who missed a couple of matches, but healthy, is their top hitter, hitting .458. The center will be Brock Henderson at 6'9", the redshirt senior, and the libero is Jacob Baston, the 5'10" junior from Bradley, Illinois. And again, Brian Roper in his fourth season for the Lions. Out of Costa Mesa, who play out of the Pac-West Conference in other sports. The Pac-West, one of the top Division II conferences in the nation. 13 schools made up of mainly Hawaii and California. Waves able to control it. Polomaz back row attack, and firing away is Ryan Barnett getting the kill. Ryan Barnett, first team All-American last year, 402 kills. Had 51 service aces and off to another great start as the Waves, who come into this match hitting .365 as a team compared to Vanguard at .253. The Waves holding their opponents to .220, and for Vanguard, teams are hitting .327. But again, you have to take a look at the very demanding schedule early on. Vanguard, though, has been very competitive in almost every single match. They do come off a 3-0 loss against UCLA on Saturday. They were outblocked 18-4. And that's been one of the keys for Vanguard to improve their blocking up front as they go outside. And that is Logan Freeman getting the point. Our officials for tonight's match, Matthew LeBeau is the up official, and Shannon Macias is the down official. You see number 13. Top scorer in the Lions. They're getting great play from their outside hitters, and Cole Oliver has got 82 kills. Grant Veldman with 81, and Freeman with 91. Topping the team as the Waves fire away. Nice save by Baston of Vanguard. Polomaz on the outside, who the block up front, and able to score. Big defensive effort. Brock Henderson at 6'9", and Logan Freeman. 5-2, Pepperdine leading in the first set. It's the best 3 out of 5. The blocker's right there waiting for Cole Hartke. Waves back on offense. Back to Hartke with a rip. Controlled by Vanguard. They go on the backside. The block up front by Hartke. Waves on the offensive. Riley has to set. Hartke deep and able to get the kill. Cole Hartke, last year's NDSF Freshman of the Year. He was second team All-American. He's leading Pepperdine with 109 kills, hitting .372. And keep in mind, he's a 6'10 sophomore from Barrington, Illinois, about 25 miles northwest of Chicago. You can actually put him in the back row at 6'10". Last year he had 113 digs. 6-3, Pepperdine leading. Yep, that's 3 out of 5. The first 4 sets to 25, you must win by 2. If they go to a set 5, they'll play to 15. And again, you must win by 2, and there is no cap. But for the Lions, they have struggled at the net. Blocking has been their Achilles heel as James Edie gets the put away. The Lions have been outblocked this year, 108-64. Pepperdine, strong blocking team, certainly one of their strengths. Along with their serve, they've outblocked their opponents 133-73. Gomez in the back row. Waves go to Hartke, but the shot attempt is out of bounds, no good. Pepperdine 7, Lions 4. For Vanguard, only their second season playing Division I men's volleyball. They are one of 37 Division II schools playing D1 volleyball. There are 61 total, 24 D1s playing Division I as the Waves able to get the quick point. Ethan Watson, who a couple years ago was the NPSL Freshman of the Year, a 2-year starter. The Waves do have a couple of injuries. Grant Lamoureux, you can see Brian Roper, 6'10", All-American National Player of the Year a couple seasons ago. He's off to a great start. He's an outside hitter. And Noe Mate, a 6'7" freshman middle, who was able to edge out Ethan Watson in the starting position and has been playing great as Mate, but he's also out. They are day-to-day as far as the injuries are concerned. They hope to get him back by Saturday against Santa Barbara. But the Waves are such a deep, talented team. Hartke delivers on the jump serve. The overpass, Pepperdine goes back to Barnett. Kept in play by Vanguard. The quick hit by Henderson. He is an offensive threat at 6'9", volley back by Vanguard. Jacob Riley with a touch. They go to Barnett, cross court, and gets it. Pepperdine 10, Lions 4. This season, the Lions have no shutouts. They have been swept 5 times and coming in at 0-3 in conference. But when you realize they had to play USC and UCLA twice early on, for Pepperdine, their 2 losses to number 5 UC Irvine and number 2 Long Beach State, the defending national champions. And for Vanguard, it doesn't get any easier. They're at Long Beach State this Saturday. Waves will be home against Santa Barbara at 7 p.m. We'll have it on Big Ten Plus. A strong serve, but it goes out of bounds. No good. Side out Pepperdine. Certainly a key for the Lions tonight to improve their blocking against a strong offensive team like Pepperdine. And to have a strong serve for Vanguard and to be able to handle Pepperdine serving, which has been outstanding all season long. And Ryan Barnett with a jump serve fires away and gets himself an ace. For Pepperdine, their 58th ace of the season. Their opponent's only 35. You see Brian Roper, top assistant at UCLA a number of years ago, all under Al Skates, who retired way back when. Another ace for Pepperdine as Basin couldn't come up with it. But Brian Roper, he played volleyball at UCLA, graduated back in 1982. He was on the national championship team in 1979 for the Bruins that went 29-0. And he had the luxury of playing with the all greats, Karch Karai and St. John Smith. Quite a team. Brian Roper knows all about winning. Of course, Al Skates, who coached for 50 years and won over 1,200 matches. As Cole Oliver, the transfer from Hope International, 6'5" senior from Bellflower. He also leads the team with 15 service aces. Oliver's been a big addition to this squad. Like a Sebesma, who didn't play against the Bruins last Saturday. The 6'7" junior from Bellflower leads this team hitting .458. Kept in play by Vanguard, and then Cole Oliver able to get the kill. Pepperdine 13 and the Lions 7. It is the only match going on involving the NPSF. Boy, the Waves have 3 blockers there. And nice read by Oliver to go outside and get the point. Waves, good ball handling team. Polomas finds Harkey with a smash hit. Andre Polomas, the setter for Pepperdine, wearing number 5 as Harkey gets the put away. Polomas, averaging 10.24 assists percent, ranks number 9 in the NCAA. And Rowan of UCLA topping the country in assist percent, almost 12 assists per set. The Waves back on the offense, but the overpass. And they get a point for Vanguard. 14-8 Pepperdine. Brock Henderson to center. Again at 6'9". He comes in with 20 kills. He had 35 last year, so anytime you play Vanguard, you got to shadow Henderson at 6'9", so an offensive threat anytime he's near the net. Comes up short. Inside out to Pepperdine as we get a timeout and have another big season. Waves, of course, a storied history in men's volleyball. Shot attempt there by Freeman, no good. And a point to the Waves. 16-8 Pepperdine. Waves with 5 national titles, but their last one in 2005. Second most all-time, only to UCLA that has 21, and the Bruins won in 23 and 24, lost the national championship last year to Long Beach State, and they're currently ranked number 1 in the country. Service ace for the Waves. Andre Polomas, the transfer from Purdue Fort Wayne. There you see Ryan Roper. He's got his team. He's got a lot of size and experience, and so to be able to compete nowadays, especially with the NCAA portal and with the change of rosters and how many players you can have on your roster beginning next year, you're going to be limited to 18. You know, usually a school like Pepperdine and UCLA and Stanford and Brigham Young have 25 to 28 players, but not anymore. Cole Harkey with the point, 18-8. UCLA ranked number 1 this week, followed by Long Beach State. Bruins had a come from behind last weekend and beat Long Beach State at the Pyramid, down 2-0. And UCLA rallied to beat the Beach, and UCLA currently 10-0 and 3-0 in conference. 18-9 Pepperdine. This is Cole Oliver, 15 aces, a strong jump serve. Polomas, who started at Purdue Fort Wayne last year, and then the quick attack up front. Nice play by the sophomore, Braddock Duckworth, at 6'6". A strong serve, ball popped up into the rafters, the steel beams, and it falls untouched. And that is a service ace for Cole Oliver. With the Lions, number 1, to improve their blocking as the season wears on and certainly get more offense from their middles. They've struggled a bit. Another good serve by Finley. Polomas runs it down. They go over the block, took something off of it, and Harkey able to get the point. 19-11, Pepperdine, set 1. But for the Lions, they've got Logan Finley, who plays the middle, hitting just .083. And then you have Duckworth hitting .173. Well, those middles should be hitting around 350 to 400. The outside hitters have been terrific for Vanguard, so a lot of room to improve for Vanguard, but they're blocking up front. You see Jose Gomez with the team last year at 43 kills, getting a chance. With Grant LaMorée, the 6'10 redshirt freshman, being sidelined with a slight injury. Ryan Barnett with the kill. It's 20-12, Pepperdine. Nice set cross court. Barnett with so much experience. Gomez, who's from Trinidad, Cuba, plays on the Cuban national team. Coaches really like him. He's an excellent ball handler. This was a touch. No, shot attempt to tag air. And a point for the Waves. Logan Freeman missing. Cole Oliver with a couple of kills. Pepperdine led by Cole Harkey with 4. Ryan Barnett with 3. Hard Waves serving the overpass. And driving it straight down. It comes right back to Vanguard. This shot is going to be called good along the sidelines. Logan Freeman, 21-13. See if this is going to be challenged. Apparently so by the Waves. Call on the court was the kill was good for Vanguard. So they'll take a look at this. 21-13 Pepperdine. You see Jonathan Winder, a four-time All-American at Pepperdine from 2005 through 2008. He was National Player of the Year 2007. Waves are questioning was it even touched. He's had a couple blockers there. You got Harkey. Freeman coming out of the back row. Tell from that angle. So you got Ryan Barnett defending at 6'5". It's close. Let's see if it's even in. The ball seemed like it was out of bounds. Although the sideline official saying it was inbounds. The call, of course, saying that it was touched and a point to Vanguard. So they'll take a look at this. Shannon Macias. 21-13 Pepperdine in the first set. Plays home against Santa Barbara on Saturday. They will actually play the Gauchos back-to-back on Saturday and then go up to Santa Barbara on Wednesday. See that left hand. Right, that left hand is a moving. Look for the fingers. Well, it was not touched, and the ball was out of bounds, and Pepperdine has won the challenge. Each coach gets 3 challenges. If you win your challenge, you keep them. If you lose it, you're down 1. If it goes to a 5th set, each coach gets an additional challenge. The Waves was not touched. We thought it was out of bounds to begin with. Well, the question was, did the Waves touch it? And apparently not. Hit there by Velbin, Waves back row. And the Waves able to get the kill. Jose Gomez. Gomez played with the Waves last year, making just his second start. He played against CSUN the other night, played very well. Good ball handler. The shot attempt, Sabezma missing out of bounds. It's set point number 1 for the Waves, 24-12. Gomez last year played in 23 sets, had 43 kills at 309. And had 11 service aces. He's a key player for the Waves. Waves trying to go up 1-0. It's in the rafters. That is in play. And going to be too many hits. And Pepperdine has won set number 1, 25-12. And takes up Valentine's Day. Cole Oliver serving to begin the second set for Vanguard. Waves on the offensive. Cole Harkey drops it over. It's a nice read by Harkey. Saw the blockers and mistimed up front by Vanguard. Mentioned Vanguard plays out of the Pac-West and other sports. There are 13 schools in that conference, mainly from Hawaii and California. You got schools like Hawaii Hilo, Hawaii Chaminade, Hawaii Pacific, Biola, Jessup, Concordia, Vanguard, Menlo. And 4 of those schools play in the Mound Pacific Sports Federation, playing Division I men's volleyball. You got Jessup just outside of Sacramento, Vanguard, Menlo, and Concordia. Along, of course, with UCLA and Vanguard and USC and BYU, Stanford. James Eady with the kill, and the Waves up quickly 2-1. Pepperdine in other sports, of course, they play out of the West Coast Conference. Currently this year there are 12 schools. You know all about Gonzaga, Washington State, St. Mary's, Santa Clara, Little Marymount, Oregon State. Very strong mid-major in all sports. On the attack, Freeman tries to punch it over. May have hit the antenna and a point to Pepperdine. 3-1 Waves. In the NBSF, and we mentioned there are 24 Division I schools playing D1 men's volleyball, 37 Division II schools playing Division I men's volleyball. Next year, University of Pacific will join the NBSF, adding another D1 school into the Mound Pacific Sports Federation. Waves will get the point, mishandled by Vanguard. 4-1 Pepperdine. But Pacific had played men's volleyball for 21 years and then dropped the sport for 13 seasons. But they will restart the program on January 1st, 2027 and play in the NBSF. And again, the serve by Pepperdine so strong. And Jose Gomez delivers, and for Pepperdine, construction in Firestone Fieldhouse. That really looks good, but of course they're making way for a brand new arena on campus due to open this November. It will seat 3,600. The Mountain at Mullen Park. I'm sure we'll get a look at it later in the broadcast. Service error, a couple service errors on each side, and the Waves up 6-2. We mentioned that rosters will be limited to just 18 players, which will mean a lot more talent available for all the other schools and so the Division IIs. So that certainly will bring a lot more balance to men's volleyball. It's such a great sport. You see James Eady, Jacob Riley back in the lineup. He was second-team All-American last year, the libero for the Waves. Pepperdine on the attack, that's Barnett. This is Baston with a touch. They go back outside. Freeman able to score. Well, 6-4, Vanguard trailing. So there are 8 conferences currently playing Division I men's volleyball. 4 Division II conferences, 4 Division I conferences. Riley gets the reception and then up front. Nice play. Micah Sebesma, number 16. To get him back in the lineup will make a big difference. We talked about the blocking will need to improve for Vanguard. Riley again receives. Waves back row attack. Jose Gomez with a smash hit. So the 4 Division I conferences, the Mount Pacific Sports Federation, UCLA picked to win the league, followed by Pepperdine. And you have the Big West with Long Beach State, picked to win that conference with Hawaii and UC Irvine. Both those 2 conferences, I think, the strongest in the country. From top to bottom, Henderson setting and firing off the blocks. Oliver with the put away. Then you have the Eastern Intercollegiate Volleyball Association, Penn State, certainly the team to beat. And then the Midwest Intercollegiate Volleyball Association, Loyola Chicago, the top team in that conference. In Division II, you have the Conference Carolinas. Belmont Abbey pulled as the top team. Waves back on offense. Harkey, ball's popped up and goes out of bounds, and the Waves get the point. Too hot to handle for Freeman. And the Waves lead 8-6 in the second set. The Division II Conference, the Northeast Conference, with Damon and St. Francis, Pennsylvania, the co-favorites. And you have the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference, Fort Valley State, top team there. And then the newest conference this year, Great Lakes Valley, in their very first year playing Division I men's volleyball. And Rockhurst is the team favored to win that league. And Vanguard opened the season against Rockhurst and came away with a win. You see Duckworth able to get the point, 8-7. As Brock Henderson, the 6'9" setter. I toss the left-hander. Covered by Barnett. Waves, Gomez volleys it over. Henderson with the set, goes to Oliver with a smash hit and gets it. We're tied at 8. Nice run by Vanguard, settling in. Pepperdine won the first set, 25-12. In this second set, Pepperdine hitting 500. Vanguard much improved, hitting 600. As the Waves attack in the middle. Ryan Barnett. So for Barnett, first team All-American last year. And on some of the national teams. As does Hartke and Riley. The backside, trying to tap it over Oliver, but it goes out of bounds. Pepperdine 10, Vanguard 8. First ever meeting between the two schools. They are only going to meet one time in the regular season with the NBSF tournament. 10 schools, but the top 8 will go to Provo, Utah, Brigham Young. April 22nd through the 25th. Pepperdine won the NBSF tournament last year here in Malibu. You see Jonathan Winder, who was head coach of Fresno State's women's volleyball team for 4 years before coming to Pepperdine. Just got an extension on his contract, originally a 5-year deal, and they've extended that. Service error. I think if you're Vanguard, you got to roll the dice to see Cole Oliver. You got to put some pressure on Pepperdine's offense. Andre Polomaz, the setter, serving. Well, he's such a talented team, ranked number 6 in the nation as they enter this week. The block up front, but it goes out of bounds. Harkey. A point for the Lions. Duckworth getting the point. 11-10, Pepperdine up. They certainly cannot afford to let up on a Vanguard team that's been very competitive. A tough schedule. They only lost to UC Irvine 3-1. And then certainly battled UCLA. Even though they lost 3-0, every set was fairly close. I think 25-20, 25-17. Brian Roper along the sidelines. Talking about Jonathan Winder, played professionally in Europe for a couple years. Nice dig by Baston. Back outside, popped up by Barnett. Polomaz gets it back to Barnett. Off the blocks, tapped over up front. Waves, Riley setting Barnett, goes above the block. It was touched, a point to Pepperdine. Waves up 13-10. Waves this year do have 4 shutouts. They have not been shut out. We're in an iconic location, Malibu, California, home of the rich and famous, and everybody's still trying to recover from those fires over a year ago. Devastated Malibu and Palisades over the middle, and there's Harkey. Harkey is 6'10", the talented sophomore. Second team All-American last year. Waves went to the national semis, lost to Long Beach State, and went on to win the national championship, did the beach. Waves serving, putting a lot of pressure on Vanguard. Can they keep it and get it over? Nice job by Baston. Waves on the offensive. Outside, Harkey coming out of the backcourt. 15-10 Pepperdine. Waves on a 4-0 run. Pepperdine won the first set, 25-12. You see Harkey leading all scorers with 8 kills, 12 swings, only 2 attack errors. Cole Oliver has 6 kills for Vanguard. Played well. Quick set over the middle, and Sebesma able to get the put away. Waves an excellent blocking team. They have outblocked their opponents 133-73. So if you're Vanguard, you're going to run a lot of quick attacks over the middle, a lot of back row offense as well to try to offset Pepperdine's block. James Edie, 16-11 Waves. For Vanguard, if the Waves get this point, Vanguard might need a timeout. Henderson on the backside, out of the back row, and this time it is Logan Freeman. Kind of isolates a one-on-one, maybe two-on-one blocking for Pepperdine, but for Vanguard, they get a little bit of an advantage when you run that middle quick and then the back row quick attack as well. Grant Velbin. Jump serve just missing long. Vanguard, when you watch them, they're going to be really good. Obviously with a very challenging schedule. Got good size, a lot of experience. Start playing more of the Division II schools in conference. They're going to win a lot of matches. That's 17-12 Pepperdine. Harkey serving. Ball's popped up, hits some of the beams. That is in play. Oliver with the hit, and that will go, let's see. Too many hits and the point to Pepperdine. 18-12 for the Waves. They do go over the ground rules. You see those lights and steel beams, they said, rather low. The ball hits one of those beams or lights and stays on the same side, it's in play. But if Pepperdine were to hit the ball, it's one of the beams, then goes on the other side, it would be out of bounds and a point to Vanguard. As long as it stays on the same side, it's in play. All right, Gomez able to handle it. And Riley finds Barnett with a stuff. Popped up, coming right back. Riley again with a nice save. On the other side, Hartke. To 12. Lincoln Memorial team has dominated the IVA, the Independent Volleyball Association. I think they've won something like 7 IVA national championships. They'll be in Malibu. The Waves schedule daunting right there. The Waves get the put away. Mike Mazur able to get the kill. Think of Matt Mazur, the 6'9" sophomore from Lancaster, New York. The Waves able to go to their bench a little bit. Mazur on the team last year, 20-12 Pepperdine. Waves also will host Penn State down the road. We'll head to Hawaii for a couple of matches. We're currently ranked number 3 at an early March. And, of course, with league play in UCLA, Brigham Young, Stanford, USC. Nice block up front by the Waves. Great job by Pepperdine. Mazur, along with William Whitten, the 6'7" sophomore from San Clemente. Whitten, the middle blocker. Mazur, an outside hitter, but excellent size. Mazur, 6'9". 21-12 Waves on a 5-0 run late in the second set. With a strong serve, but it goes out of bounds. Service error. And a point to Vanguard. Waves last year went 21-10. Tied for third with Brigham Young. Won the MPSF tournament. Going 7-5 during league play. Vanguard, who was picked 8th at the start of the season. Pepperdine 2nd in the MPSF. Last year, Vanguard went 8-18 and 2-10 in league. Service error, 22-13 Pepperdine. The national championship this year at UCLA, May 9th through the 11th. And the MPSF tournament, April 22nd through the 25th in Provo, Utah. Very tough to win at Brigham Young at Smith Fieldhouse. They draw 4,000, then you had to deal with the elevation, not to mention some great teams. Waves out of the back row. Ryan Barnett getting his 6th kill. Waves hitting better than 500 for this match. The blockers there. Duckworth defending. Waves serving, booming serve, but it goes long. Barnett rolling the dice with a big lead. 23-14. Waves with 7 aces, just 8 errors. And for Vanguard, 1 ace and 6 errors. Waves hitting .528, Vanguard 062. Waves have been a top defensive team. They hold their opponents to just a .220 hitting percentage. We get a whistle and play being stopped. Checking on, I guess, the substitution. Vanguard. And Caleb Peters to serve, the 6'3" junior out of Simi Valley. Outside Mazur drives it. This is Baston, sets Freeman, popped up. Waves back on offense. Gomez with a rip and able to get the point. Give some credit to Ford Harmon, who came in off the bench to keep that ball in play. The 6-foot redshirt freshman, the transfer. He is from Santa Barbara. He is from Long Beach State. Set point number 1 for the Waves. They get an ace, and Pepperdine wins the second set. They have been as high as number 3. They come in 5-2. There are only 2 losses against Long Beach State and UC Irvine, number 2 and 5 teams in the nation here in Malibu. Attacking over the middle. Micah Sebesma with the put away. 1-0 Lions. Waves with quality wins over CSUN. They went back to the Midwest. They knocked off number 6 Loyola Chicago and then beat number 9 Lewis. It's a relatively young team when you realize Harkey's just a sophomore. LaMoray is a redshirt freshman. And then Mate, the middle blocker, is a 6'7" freshman from Switzerland. Although LaMoray and Mate are not playing tonight. Have some minor injuries. They did not play against CSUN, who the Waves won 3 sets to none. Nice job by Vanguard to send it back over. Waves, Gomez with a slam and able to get the point. A nice effort by Sabezma, along with Feldman. What kind of one? And Jose Gomez to serve for Pepperdine. Trinidad, Cuba. Plays on the Cuban national team, a talented athlete, 6'4". Gomez just a sophomore. Of course, with the NCAA portal these days and the NIL money, things have changed drastically. I think more and more you're seeing a lot of international players. You see them, of course, in men and women's basketball, but it's transcended into men and women's volleyball as well. They've signed a couple of players for next year, one from Serbia, the other from Czech Republic. All right, Waves on the attack over the middle. James Eady. James Eady with his 4th kill. Waves continue to execute and hitting better than 500 and keeping Vanguard to a 111 hitting percentage. Waves hitting 524. Tied at 2 in the 3rd set. It goes out of bounds and Pepperdine gets the point. You see James Eady. See if this is going to be maybe challenged. Apparently so. We sit way upstairs, so sometimes if they got that little green card. Our officials for tonight's match. Up official is Matthew Laveau. The down official is Shannon Macias. The call on the court was a point for Pepperdine. And so Vanguard challenging that. Each coach gets 3 challenges. If you win your challenge, you keep them. If you lose it, you're down 1. And if they go to a 5th set, each coach will get an additional challenge. So far tonight, not too many. Mentioned Jonathan Winder, who actually was an assistant with Pepperdine men's volleyball team in 2014 under the legendary coach Marv Dunphy, who coached for 34 years, over 600 career wins, 5 national titles. It looked like it might have been touched. We'll see. Different angle. He's got a couple blockers there. Cole Oliver hitting. Ethan Watson was there, along with Ryan Barnett. Usually the coaches will ask the players, what'd you see? They'll say, yeah, he did touch it, or maybe he didn't. Take another look, maybe a better angle here. And Oliver, well, it definitely looked like it was touched. Barnett. 3-2, Pepperdine with the lead in the 3rd set, up 2 sets to none. Pepperdine winning the 1st set 25-12, set 2 25-14. Again, it has to be absolute and definitive to overturn the call. Waves waiting patiently. We should get a decision by Shannon Macias.
After further review, the call on the floor stands.
The call on the court will stand and Pepperdine will get the point. So Roper loses his challenge. So Pepperdine. See Jonathan Winder, 4-time All-American. National Player of the Year in 2007. Remember, he was a 6'8" setter and helped the Waves to their last national title in 2005. The Waves come out of the back row. Jose Gomez gone to him a little bit more. He was more of a ball handler in that match against CSUN, but tonight they have looked at him quite a bit. And for Gomez now with 4 kills. Harkey with 10, Barnett with 6. Leading Pepperdine, Cole Oliver with 6. Logan Freeman with 3, topping Vanguard. Pepperdine back on offense at the net. Harkey blocked up front. Freeman there, along with Duckworth. 4-3 Pepperdine.
Take to serve number 14, Cole Oliver.
You see Cole Hartke, 6'10", sophomore, second team All-American coming out of high school. He was the #1 recruit in the nation. Grant LaMarais, who is not playing tonight, was the #1 recruit in the country a couple years ago. Redshirted with the Waves last year. He's 6'10". The last time you saw a couple of pins, they were both 6'10", and as athletic and as agile as Hartke and LaMarais. All right, Hartke serving. 5-3 Pepperdine in the third set and comes up short. Hartke leading Pepperdine with 14 aces on the year. LaMarais has 12. Hartke hitting .372 on the season. Playing from the outside, you're usually looking at double and triple blockers. Good floater serve. Riley sets and tapped over by Pepperdine. Well, apparently did hit the floor and a point for the Waves. You know, you get those blockers ready, and then you take something off of it and throws the timing off the defense. Just a great read by Pepperdine. And there's Barnett. 6-4 Pepperdine. Vanguard on the offensive, a block up front on Freeman. Waves, Hartke, along with Gomez. So for Vanguard hitting just .079, Pepperdine 522. They're looking for the 6th win of the young season. This is Bellman, who hasn't been much in the offense so far, and finally gets the point. Bellman just his 2nd kill in his 5th swing of the night. He's got 3 digs, but Bellman, the 6'9" junior from Mokina, Illinois, came in hitting .316 and 81 kills, but it's pretty much been Oliver and Freeman on offense for Vanguard. Henderson, the center, 6'9", is averaging a little over 9 assists per set. Also an offensive threat at 6'9", quarterback in this team. 8-5 Pepperdine, set number 3, and there's Bellman again. Got good size, experience. Cole Oliver to serve. Nice set by Henderson. Good jump serve, but it goes just wide. 9-6 Pepperdine. A special thanks to our entire Game On Entertainment crew. Our director tonight, Jonah Barony. Producing Archie Coruscani, Kristen Elizondo, Christian Soler, and special thanks to Kelly Nugent out of the Pepperdine Athletics Communications Department. Waves up 2-0. The strong serve by the Waves. Good stuff there by Sebesma, but the Waves able to handle it. Waves keep it in play. It goes to Gomez, who drives it for the kill. Jose Gomez in the offense tonight. His 6th kill. 10-6 Pepperdine. And see number 22. Waves in their white and blue. Vanguard in their dark jerseys. Waves serving. Andre Polomaz, the transfer from Purdue Fort Wayne, where he was the starting setter last year. Ranks number 9 in the nation, averaging 10.24 assists per set. A great addition. That certainly was a big question mark coming in for Pepperdine, is to bring in a new center. You have Ryan Graves, who's also outstanding, and the junior. The overpass by Pepperdine, and then the stuff there by Oliver. 10-8, the Lions get the point. Well, like Oliver, Freeman, some good talented players on this Vanguard team. And playing one of the top teams in the nation. 5 national titles for Pepperdine. Cross-court, Gomez. They've done a good job handling the serve of Vanguard. Good serving team. Pepperdine with excellent ball handlers, and Gomez at the service line. 11-8 Waves in the third set. Take a little bit off of it. Henderson on the back set. Well, this time there, Freeman had to tap it over. Ways with a touch in his Ryan Barnett rigging the block. 12-day Pepperdine. Pepperdine, one of the top offensive teams in the country. 365. 19 NCAA appearances, 5 national titles, 7 NPSF championships. And off the blocks, Cole Oliver. Pepperdine 12, Vanguard 9. See Grant, 6'9" outside hitter. All right, Brock Henderson, the high toss, and rocks and fires. Waves on the outside, Barnett powers it. Harkey with 10 kills, Barnett with 9, Gomez with 7, and Edie with 4. Vanguard Cole Oliver now with 8, Logan Freeman with 4, and Grant Bellman with 3. Struggle on the pass. Two things coaches talk about that they have to be able to do: serve and receive. So important. Of course, they encompass so many different things. You have a strong serve, you put the other team in a tough position to get their offense. If you receive well, you can set something up, get a high percentage on your attack, and that time over the middle. Duckworth able to get the point. Braddock, the sophomore. Again, the blocking in the middle attack. If those things can improve, this will be a very good Vanguard team as this season wears on. Again, still very early. And with the smash hit, Cole Harkey. Waves up 15-10, up 2 sets to none. We do get a timeout. The Waves trying to get themselves their 6th win. You're watching the NBSF on Big Ten Plus. 2 aces. Polo Maz with 3 aces. Again, serving and receiving critical in the game of volleyball. Waves again moving left to right and serving a booming serve. And for the ace, Cole Harkey. What makes him so unique and he's so agile and athletic, at 6'10", you can put him in the back row. You don't have to rotate. Same with Grant LaMoray. They're just about identical type players. Great size, agility. Both have great serves, both athletic, and still very young. Service errors side out to Vanguard. 16-11, Pepperdine. Waves home against Santa Barbara Saturday at 7 p.m. Well, and on Big Ten Pluses. Harkey will come out. Waves go to their bench. And Ryan Grave, the 6'4" junior center out of Irvine, California. Waves feel comfortable right now. Up 2 sets to none. A little tap there by Barnett, able to score. Waves won the first set, 25-12. Second set, 25-14. And Barnett at the service line. Waves hitting .558 for the match. Vanguard 167. On the year, the Lions are hitting .253. Over the middle, and Sebesma. 17-12, Pepperdine. Certainly getting Sebesma back in the lineup will make a big difference for the Lions, who have to travel over to Long Beach State this Saturday. Number 2 team in the nation. Waves have already faced Long Beach State. Outstanding team. Waves lost to Long Beach State 3 sets to 1. And there's Matt Mazur. Pepperdine 18, Vanguard 12. They've also lost to UC Irvine 3 sets to 1. But they caught Pepperdine early. I think as this season wears on, the Waves just going to get better and better. If you're going to beat Pepperdine, you better get them early in the part of the season because they will continue to improve. Watson was serving on the outside. Logan Freeman. 18-13. Freeman now 5 kills. See Jacob Riley back in. Second team All-American, the libero, the transfer. He was at Concordia for 2 years. Just blossomed into a terrific player last season and enjoying another campaign. Waves Jose Gomez. When you have this much depth and realize how good Pepperdine is. 5-2 on the year. All right, Vanguard going to Cole Oliver, firing away off the blocks and able to score. We've got some hammers on this team. I mean, Oliver, Freeman. That's Besma in the middle. And Feldman also. Good size, a lot of experience. Vanguard, a Division II school, playing Division I men's volleyball. Waves back on offense. Graves gets a touch. This is Riley setting. Barnett. Nice save back there by Veltman. It goes to Oliver off the blocks. Waves pinball it. Keep it in play. They get it over. Saved by Vanguard over the middle and driving it. It is Duckworth. Braddock Duckworth with the point. Pretty good rally. You see Veltman, Jacob Riley for Pepperdine. The 6-foot senior from Cypress, Texas. 19-15 Waves. Waves up 2-0. Oliver with a strong jump serve. Waves on the backside. Mazur with a tap. Ball sent over. And let's see. Because it hit one of the beams, I believe, and it went over, that is out of bounds. That's what we were talking about. If it stayed on the same side, then Vanguard would have had a chance to get a point. Well, it hits one of those beams or light fixtures and goes on the other side. It's out of bounds, and the Waves get the point. They go over the ground rules every time a visiting team comes into Firestone Fieldhouse. In the final season here at the Dine. Move to a brand new arena, the Mountain at Mullen Park, due to open November of this year. A magnificent addition, the centerpiece of the university that will see 3,600. First basketball game ever played here at Firestone Fieldhouse was 1973 against the University of Pacific. James Eady gets the kill. 50-some years. And they'll get great use out of Firestone Fieldhouse. Intramurals, all kind of event in Mullen Park. Waves, Mazur, what a block up front. Feldman along with Duckworth. 21-18. For Vanguard, trying to get this to a 4-set. Certainly if you're Pepperdine, want to get the win in the books. Get ready for Santa Barbara on Saturday. Nice block up front. Waves back on offense. They go with a quick attack to Watson, but the block is there again. Duckworth. And Pepperdine's going to take a timeout. Vanguard making this third set interesting. Waves still lead 21-19, up 2-0. You're watching the NBSF on Big Ten Plus. Kills on 22 swings, just 2 attack errors. Pepperdine hitting 480 in this third set. Vanguard moving right to left. Cole Oliver. Jump serve, delivers, and gets himself an ace. And it's 21-20. A 4-0 run for Vanguard here late. Waiting with Ryan Graves at center. Ethan Watson in the middle. Ryan Barnett there at the outside. Gomez with a touch, back to Barnett, blocked up front. Another big play by Braddock Duckworth defending, and we are tied at 21 in set number 3. He's won the first set 25-12, the second's at 25-14. And Vanguard's going to be good. It's such a tough early schedule. They got the short end of the stick, having to play UCLA twice early in SC and UC Irvine, now Pepperdine. Down the road, they're going to be really, really much improved. And Jose Gomez delivers with his 9th kill. Big point for Pepperdine. Snapping a 5-0 run by the Lions. Nice set.
22-21.
22-21. Pepperdine with the lead in this third set. The Waves up 2-0. Vanguard takes the timeout. You're watching the NBSL this on this Tuesday evening. The Waves deliver. Cole Hartke with a service ace. The Waves 10th ace of the night. And another timeout taken by Vanguard, 23-21. Pepperdine, Hartke delivering. We will come back. The third set on the line. You're watching the NBSF on Big Ten Plus. Allen Park and Hartke with another ace. The Waves are 11 against only 12 service errors. Vanguard with 2 aces. It is match point number 1 for Pepperdine. You can see Brian Rofer on that 1979 UCLA National Championship team. Played alongside Karchner, Ryan, St. John Smith. Team went 29-0. And Brian Rofer on that team. Graduated back in 1982. Vanguard trying to keep this going. The Waves block up front, and Pepperdine has won. Pepperdine wins it 3-0.